look at that lighting!
Ensuring round-the-clock safety. Finally, the Josiah 6...
Like, blasting cap? Well, I got the blasting cap. Nice. I wonder what I could use that to blast with.
As well as providing executive suites for traveling businessmen.
Oh, that's good. Businessmen? What about businesswomen? Huh? Huh? I do appreciate the slightly more sexist tones that are in this game because it's, again, evoking the era that the original movie was made in. Zoe, I'm sorry, but I won't need you to come in next week. As you know, the store's been in trouble for some time now, and I couldn't hold off the creditors any longer. There's just no one coming to Sevastopol anymore. It's not just us either. It sounds like the whole station is in the red, and they're pulling the plug. Going to sell it off for scrap, I guess. I was speaking to one of the engineers, and he reckons they'll announce it soon. I'm telling you this so you don't stick around looking for another job. Sevastopol's finished. Time to move on. From Harper. That's very kind of you to be so curt, Harper. I remember when the bar I used to work at was closing. Like, it was such a big deal that they actually told us as far in advance as they did. It's not uncommon for a bar, for you to go to the bar that you work at and it's just closed. To all spaceflight terminal employees, in the interest of public safety and the prevention of panic, it must be made clear to all potential passengers that there are currently no scheduled flights leaving Sevastopol, nor ships available. The Colonial Marshals are investigating problems on station and will update accordingly from the Office of Marshal Waits. That doesn't sound very good. What is Apollo? What is Apollo? Apollo is a central AI that monitors and provides guidance for all the Sikhs and working Joes on Sevastopol. Apollo also oversees all communications on the station. So wherever you are, you know you're in safe hands. Sikhson, tomorrow, together. Okay. Fine. Be that way. All right, so I'm going to talk about how I'm cheating a little bit here. When I first tried to do this playthrough, I got completely fucking lost here, and I circled here for like 10 minutes. I'm not going to recreate that. I'm just going to quickly just get the stuff that I have and get going.
To address the rumors that have been circulating on Sevastopol. But instead of the answers we wanted, he continued to be evasive, and after only a few minutes, he and his team were pelted by projectiles from an angry crowd.
Ooh.
A gun was fired, there was panic, and now Waits and what's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us from the terminal. Feels like we're on our own now.
Oh! That doesn't sound very good. Again, this game was confident in this slow burn that they're doing. Like, it is not like a lot of games nowadays front load a whole fucking lot. This game is not. This game is really fucking taking its time, and I really appreciate it.
This whole damn place is falling apart.
Yeah, probably because they were taking it apart before you got here. Like, why can't I just climb over this? I have to use this, and by use it means move it over. Why can't I just climb? I would just climb over this. I climb over everything. Can't stop me from climbing. Humans are apes. We're destined to climb. The only reason why we don't is because we left the path of having fingers on our feet. We should have kept that going, you know? Life would be better if we had fingers on our feet, but no, we have toes. Disgusting, useless toes. I just want to climb. It's so ironic how much I like climbing over things. Oh, the bastard. You fucking bastard. Scared the shit out of me, you goddamn piece of shit. How much I enjoy climbing over things, despite the fact how much I hate climbing due to my pretty extreme phobia of heights, which has been documented on this channel many times, where I start getting a little bit panicky when I just have to deal with virtual heights in video games. Even with the additional layer of watching it through a screen, it can still trigger my, oh god, I'm gonna fucking die reflex.
That's gotta be the exit up ahead.
Yep. But I need a maintenance jack to jack this off. I can't just do it with my hands. I need the extra tools. It's just too big. Oh God, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell, guys. I'm not sure if you're aware. God damn it. God damn it. Gotta restore the power. Why must I restore the power to the powers that be? Why can't I generate my own power so I can choose my own destiny? Why not? Why allow these corporations to have even more power than they currently have when I should be seizing it for myself? So, if you're going to be doing cassette futurism, it's not necessarily, it's an aesthetic, so it's not required that, like, you know, commentary on capitalism or commentary on, you know, the economics of the era. It's not required, but it certainly is kind of part of the aesthetic, considering how much science fiction media was doing that at the time. Like Alien is a gigantic critique on how much large corporations are willing to fuck over their employees and the working class to get what they want. And like the other big one from the day, Star Wars, was also like a massive critique of Reagan era economics specifically, at least in the original draft. They didn't really stick with that because the movie was really boring when they were leaning so heavily into that. For those of you who aren't as gigantic fucking giga nerds about Star Wars as I am, the original cut of the first Star Wars movie, the original script to Star Wars, was much closer to a Phantom Menace than it ended up being. And it was mostly thanks to George Lucas's wife that, you know, pretty much half the movie was cut out, and it made a much, much better viewing experience and a much better movie. It would have been nice if they could keep some of those themes so that people could hold on to the original, you know, critiques, the original stuff that made it more than just an adventure movie. But like, it just, if you're too heavy-handed with that shit, it becomes boring. You need to make an entertaining story first. That's the most important thing about making a story. The themes come later, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, what makes the best stories, especially stories with themes, is you focus on the characters first. The characters need to be at least tolerable. They should be interesting to be around. They should be interesting to watch. Should be interesting to interact with. And then the story is next, and then fit the themes in where you can. This is all within the writing process. Obviously, you can go in whatever order you actually want to go. It's just those are the levels of importance, at least in my opinion, to make a good story. I think that a really bad story, like, you know, construction wise, thematically wise, everything can really be propped up by really good characters, and that is essentially what A New Hope is. Like, who's the main character? It faces the same issue as the Phantom Menace. Who's the main character of A New Hope? I mean, it's sort of Luke Skywalker, kind of. There's a whole bunch of other shit going on, you know, but the characters are interesting. No thanks to George Lucas. The way George Lucas wrote the characters, it's terrible. Like, it is. Do I have to do this one? No, I did this one. Okay, I am already lost. It is famous that George Lucas. It's well known that George Lucas wrote terrible characters. The dialogue in the script was terrible, and the reason why A New Hope works so well is because the actors were like, "Fuck you, George Lucas. Nobody talks like this. Like, these aren't humans. These are concepts of humans that you have written. Nobody talks like this. Nobody. People will wear their emotions on their sleeve, but they won't speak their emotions so literally. You know, Anakin, you are breaking my heart. Nobody would fucking say that, George. And so yeah, there's a ton of pushback from the actors in that first movie. A lot of people will say that George Lucas was like an absolute control freak in the prequels. I'm knowing what I know now. from the, from just, researching the original trilogy and knowing what I know now from researching the prequel trilogy, I don't think he was that much of a control freak. I just think there was just an unwillingness to push back against him because he has this reputation that precedes him of being, he's the guy who made Star Wars. We should listen to him. And people don't realize that, well, the two best Star Wars movies, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, weren't directed by him. And also the dialogue wasn't written by him in those movies. He just kind of did the overarching story, the overarching script, but the screenplay, or was it, or I might be getting it wrong. Either way, God damn it, where am I supposed to go? I can only obfuscate so much about the technicality, the filmmaking process of a series that game isn't even about. Ay, ay, ay. Wait, I want to play another Star Wars game. I got Star Wars on the brain. Especially when I play games like this that come back to that era of sci-fi, because, Star Wars exists in that era of sci-fi. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I am lost. Let's check my map. What do these exclamation points mean? Are those locked doors? What could it possibly mean? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Yeah? These doors, they're in my way. They won't open. Fuck. I'm looking for a fucking thing to jack off these doors with. That's right. Need to find the fucking maintenance jack off tool so I can maintain my jack off, So this is where I feel like the game is telling me to go, but that's not where I need to go. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? All right, you know what? I need to be looking more in the environment. I need to think less like a human being and more like a rat, because that's how the company, fucking not Sevastopol, whoever owns Sevastopol. That's how they think of us. They don't think of us as human beings. They think of us as rats, tools to be used for the benefit of the company, tools to be used for profit. Okay, so I think that looks like something. How am I to get there? That's where I need to be. Now I just need to find a way to get there. I can't see shit. I don't want to use my one flare. Why don't you have a fucking... I have two flares. Maybe I can use one. I don't know. All right, well, let's I'm going to backtrack a little bit. So that's where I came from. All right. That's where I need to go. I don't fucking know. Looks like a lathe in there. That'd be nice. Man, I want a lathe. I want so much stuff. I just need to fucking figure out a way to make enough money so I can get all this stuff to, fucking indulge my hobbies a little bit, God, I love Alien. I love Alien so goddamn much. When they... Oh, thanks! Oh, I turned on the power here, right? So maybe I can go up here. When they made this game... Fuck the marshals! You're goddamn right. There we go. Corporate police. You can go fuck themselves. There we go. Well, at least this is something. This is progress. When they made this game, the Creative Assembly developers were given access to not just like art books and stuff. They were also given access to the original sound library that was used for the movie. It's so fucking good, and they were so dedicated to the aesthetic, to evoking the original movie. They didn't like the VHS screens aren't just an overlay. No, they rendered the cutscenes, recorded them to VHS tapes, and then ran those tapes through a VCR and then recorded directly from the VCR. It's so... Oh my God. They did such a great fucking job because they put in the effort. They put in the effort where it mattered. And, not enough people are willing to do that. Not enough people who are in... Not enough... and when I say not enough people, I mean the people in charge. Someone's dead. Oh no! Oh, fuck! Someone's dead! Fuck! But I bet you right there, that's the maintenance jack-off tool that I need. So I need to get this jack off this corpse so that I can jack off the doors. The when I say people are unwilling to do what is necessary, to put in the effort that's necessary to make something good, I'm not talking about the people who are working on like the video game or the film. I'm talking about the people in charge of those people. You know, like every fucking movie with action scenes now, unless it's like done by someone who's super passionate about action, it's all handled by second unit. There's no oversight, and they don't put in the time necessary to make the action good. They don't put in the work necessary to make the action good. Even if they want to, even if the second unit director and the second unit team are like really fucking good at their job, because so many of them are so fucking good at their job, and they're so passionate about what they do, but they're given days for scenes that should be filmed over weeks. They're given fucking nothing to do what they need to do to make their shit good.
I want to make a complaint to the highest authority, okay?
People wonder why movies are making less and less money.
Watson. That's Watson. You know
Uh-huh.
that? My complaint is this. Fucking marshals.
Okay.
They should be protecting us.
Uh-huh.
Job. Something's on this station with us and no one knows what it is. No one fucking knows.
Oh?
I think I need this more
Braces
than
on
you
the
do.
doors. Locked down. You know, like to keep something out. I'm fucking terrified, man. I'm fucking... Shit.
Oh, man.
I don't think this fucking thing even works.
Whew. Oh, this feels so good. And you might be wondering, hey, that's like an awful lot of interaction just to open a fucking door. And you're right. It's great. Not only does it add to the immersion, which I think is important for horror games, particularly first-person survival horror games such as this one. It's also good mechanic-wise, you know, when you're trying to run away from something, and then it's like, oh god, I need to open this door, but I have to do all this shit. It's quite something, isn't it? It's great. It also is a good way to hide loading screens. I'm not sure if they're doing that for this or not, you know, but if it is, I mean, it's fine with me.
Interview subject. Heist. Did I say that right?
He sounds drunk.
Look, if you can't even tell me your name, we're gonna be here a hell of a long time.
Uh-huh.
I just want to know about your boss.
Need more
He
bonding
got you
agent.
all into a lot of trouble. Someone's gonna be accountable.
Okay.
I'm gonna make damn sure someone's accountable.
Ah. So he is drunk and upset.
Turner, turn off the tape.
Oh.
Maybe our friend here is just shy.
Uh-oh. I don't like the implications of that. For those of you who don't know, you know, if you're not good at media literacy, they're gonna torture him. Is it justified? Pretty much never. So I wonder what's going on to make them feel like it's justified to torture this poor man. Well, now I can get through here. Still need to find an ion torch, but I guess this is where I can go to find an ion torch. Maybe. We'll see. The detail in the costume's so fucking good.
Still. Okay. Okay.